So I'm 7 years into my journey now building Revive Services. And let me tell you, it is not all sunshine and rainbows. And the stats are by year 5, 80% of businesses actually go under and don't make it to their 5th birthday, which is insane. What's going on, everyone? It's Dave Mormon here. I'm founder and CEO here at Revive Services. This is a company I started up 7 years ago with $3,000 to get the business started. At present day, making this today in 2024, our lifetime revenue is just approaching $4 million in cleaning and in Christmas light installation. And so I want to show you how I did it, some key steps I did to grow the business. And really today, I want to show you actually the front end more of our business. A few weeks ago, you saw the back end. You got to hear from Conrad, one of our lead technicians. You got to see us cleaning gutters, installing Christmas lights. But today, we're going to hit pause and I want to show you the front end of the business where the magic happens. You're going to see from our office manager, you're going to see from our sales team, and you're going to see what we do when phone calls come in, how we schedule jobs, how we perform estimates, how we collect payments, and we're going to show you kind of the front end, the nitty-gritty of the business. So come along with me. We're going to take a tour of this office that we have behind me, and we'll go in and get our hands dirty. So come along with me. Let's go see the inside. So we're here in our boardroom here at Revive, and this is our central office facility where our team works from. And it's a cool moment for me. This is literally the chair that I sat in when I interviewed and hired our office manager, Jacob, earlier this year. And so it's so key having a central location that you can work from. And also for me as a business owner, I don't want a facility that's going to break the bank, right? Sometimes you may think in scaling up your company, you're not a real company until you have a brick and mortar, an office and a warehouse. Well, for us, we've chosen to grow the company and actually stay lean in our scaling up process. So what you see here, this office we're working from, it costs us about $1,000 a month to have our office team work from here. And then across the street, we have storage where we store our Christmas lights and other equipment that's needed for our job sites. And so you don't need to break the bank and have a central location. You know, in time, it is a good idea to have a space that your team can work from. But I think a lot of businesses, when they're growing, they think they're not legit until they have a central office facility. And it's just been my case in 16 years growing home service businesses that you don't necessarily need to get a space, because having a central facility, it actually does not grow revenue of your company. And in newer companies growing, you're certainly better to grow your brand first and grow a real business and then move into a space when you're ready. And that's the next point I want to camp on, is just the power of building a brand to grow your business. The brand is everything, right? You've heard from our team today why they chose to come and work at Revive, why they chose to make a career here. It's because we've done a great job hiring really good people who aren't just here for a job temporarily or want to get a paycheck. They're actually invested in what we're doing. They want to become part of this dominating home service company that's changing the industry. They believe in our core values, and they also believe in me as a leader, and they want to say, hey, let me join this guy, this company in this journey. I want to be part of this. And this is the key quote I want you to remember, is that people want to be part of something bigger than themselves. And it's just really important, until you grow and develop as an entrepreneur yourself and you build that 3-year vision. If you don't do those key building blocks, you're going to have a really tough time finding quality people to join your team. And like the quote I love is like, the people on your team, your employees, they'll make your business either a dream business or they'll turn it into a nightmare business. So it all comes down to quality of people in the organization, and you, the owner listening to this, getting busy building your brand, because it's the biggest thing right now. The biggest killer of small businesses in America is one word, and that's obscurity. No one knows right now who you are or what you do. And getting a central facility, it's not going to change that fact. So you got to spend your time building the brand, marketing the business. And fast forward today, Well, I'm 7 years into this journey. We've done almost $4 million in revenue. We've done over 5,100 projects. We have a full team. We have multiple trucks on the road. We have no debt on the business. So there's all these great wins, but it didn't happen overnight. This is 7 years in the making. So you've got to stay steady as you grow your business. And not be in a rush to build this purple unicorn business. It takes time. It is not all sunshine and rainbows. And the stats are by year 5, 80% of businesses actually go under and don't make it to their 5th birthday, which is insane. So the odds are against you in scaling up your business. And I just want to kind of peel back the curtain and tell you what's not so glamorous about growing a business. Because I think you watch enough YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, you see all these influencers making entrepreneurship look sexy. I'm here to actually like pivot that and tell you that it's actually really, 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 really difficult to grow a home service business. For one, it takes a lot of effort and hours and dedication to build something, especially for my journey. The first 36 months, we had a hard time ranking our business on Google. I had a hard time actually paying employees because I had to grow the business, but also had to produce jobs. We changed CRMs in our journey 4 times until we actually got onto Jobber and got set up. We've had issues with clients paying. Our first few years of the business, we actually never charged deposits. So we would just book clients on our schedule and we'd show up and do the job. And then the client would say, "Oh, didn't you get my email?" Or we actually got someone cheaper. It was like all these kind of, punches to the stomach that could easily take a business owner out. I'll just keep sharing transparently. Early in our journey, we went out and pressure washed the wood deck. New in our journey, did not have our proper standard operating procedures. We ended up gouging the wood in that deck, costed thousands of dollars to get that fixed. I've had one of our vans actually back up into a customer's brand new F-150, dented the bumper. That was $1,800. I had a technician working on a roof, dropped a gutter basket down, bounce, bounce, bounce on the roof, shattered a glass solarium that we had to replace. That costed money. I've had employees call in sick. I had one employee tell me that he actually hit a bear with his car and couldn't come into work. We've had people, all kinds of reasons for call outs. We've had clients get super upset. We've had 1-star reviews. Back in my day, too, with my painting company, I had one of our employees actually cut down a vine at a customer's property that I was planted by the grandma before, many years before. So I got that phone call. So I'm sharing all these things because I want to peel back the curtain. I don't want to give this rosy, "Oh, it's so easy to hire people and build this remote cleaning business." Like our business today, we're doing 100 grand a month. It's extremely difficult to get there. And only the like 1% of the 1%, I believe, will actually build a successful company that's able to run without them. But I want to make content like this to you as you grow your service business to know it's not easy. And I just rattled off the top of my head all the tough things that have happened, but there's even more of them that I could go into. And so I don't want to give this message that it's easy to scale up. It's super hard because all these situations come up. I've actually filled up a journal back in the day of all the tough times I've had in entrepreneurship, and I'll still refer back to that when the times get tough. And so it's the fact that you're thinking business is easy and turnkey, that's what's holding you back right now, versus if you watch this video and it's extremely tough to scale. When things are going normal, it should almost feel weird in your stomach that something's going to happen, because the only trait I believe that makes a successful entrepreneur is that of resilience and perseverance. It's how many times can you get punched into the face and you just keep getting back up and you keep doing your thing and you remain extremely unemotional. And I'm not sure if that's my personality. I don't get too high and I don't get too low. I'm just a steady cruise ship in the water going towards my goals. And I know that problems will come and problems will go and they'll always be there. So stop wishing for an easy life and know that you're going to get directly paid in this world in 2025 and 2026, contingent on how much value you actually bring into the world. So if you're going to have, an owner operator and you're going to have 100 clients and you're going to make, 60 grand a year, you're bringing 60 grand of value into the world. If you're going to choose to have a 10 employee operation and build a 100K a month business and have, 3, 4 trucks on the road and an office team, you're going to be dealing with more stress, but you're going to make more than 60 grand in the year. So it all is just dependent on how much value you can drive into the world. So business is not easy, but it sure is worth it. All right, so here we are on Jobber. I call Jobber the brain of our business. I just want to show you the back end here to inspire you what's possible with your business. So if I go to notifications here, we'll literally show you in real time here what's going on. So we've got some payments coming in, 379, 646. Got an estimate coming in, a couple more payments, another estimate, payments. So this is all in the last day, right? Which is exciting. Nice $1,218 payment there. So this is powering our payments and also, all of our leads coming in. Everything's happening here on Jobber. And from a high level, when we look at it too, I'll show you here. Since we started the company back in 2017, fast forward to the end of the year now, our total revenue is right down here, 3.8 million, 66685 and 65 cents, and $1 million and some odd in profit, which is super cool. And so having stats like this and having a brain of your business is going to be really key. And we can see here we've done almost 5,500 jobs is what Jobber's telling us here, but some of those are just visits that are $0 here. You can see for us going for our light takedown, so we're more around 5,100 jobs. But still, it is great to have all the data in one place and having this central hub of the business where we can schedule leads, we can do estimates, we can book jobs, the technicians can see their schedule, and then I can even see payment collections coming in. That's a great thing as a business owner, because if you truly want to build your business for lifestyle, you want to get on a central operating system that your team can buy into. And as previously mentioned, we actually tried out 4 CRMs before we got onto Jobber. And so there's a whole bunch of good ones in the market for sure, but we've just loved using Jobber since 2017 to keep our business nice and structured, and just wanted to show you a little bit of the back end coming in real time, but also seeing the big picture since the company started, what's possible on a simple platform like this. So if you're ready to see how to grow a $100,000 a month cleaning business, I'm going to show you the back end of my business. You're going to meet the people in the company. You're going to hear what they say about me as a boss, and we're going to show you how we keep the whole thing organized. So come along, let's go hit a tour.
My name is Jacob, and I am the office manager here at Revive Services.
My name is Katrina Bergen, and I'm the sales and service manager here at Revive Services.
Yeah, so on a day-to-day level, as the office manager, I'll first come in the morning and check any voicemails or emails or phone calls we've received over the past couple hours, go through that to make sure the schedule is all set for the day and nothing needs to be switched around or changed. I will do some administrative tasks as well as scheduling any new jobs that get approved throughout the day. I will help Katrina draft up some quotes as well as help schedule her for some in-person assessments on some potential new clients.
My normal day at Revive, checking emails, seeing if we've got any approvals or any changes I need to be making with quotes. Often I'll go out and do assessments, checking for access and meeting clients.
So each day can be a little bit different, which I like. It kind of changes the pace from day to day, and I am able to learn something new each day, and I'm able to grow, and I'm able to continue to push the company forward.
Coming back, preparing quotes. I'll help our office manager, Jacob, with scheduling. I'm also doing some ordering and just putting out fires. I'll go pick up things for technicians and deliver them. I mean, really, I'm a lady of all trades. So whatever needs to happen within Revive, I'm going to jump in and help wherever I can.
The reason I like working at Revive is because of, first off, the people here, from Dave to Katrina to all the technicians. Everybody is very hardworking and great at their job, and I believe that the communication throughout the company is great.
The thing that really interested me about the application on Indeed was it seemed like a fun place to work. The way that the ad was worded, it seemed like my ideas would be taken in consideration, and I was really excited about that, so that's why I decided to apply.
As a boss, Dave is great. He is very open to any questions we have and any suggestions we may have. He believes that everybody has a say in everything, and I think that's a great quality to have in a boss. And he is there when we need something, but he's also can be hands off and isn't kind of a helicopter boss, which become an issue. And I think he has done a great job of putting a very amazing team together.
Dave believes in me. He believes in my ability. It seems to me like we're building this together, and I love that. I love the ownership of that. That's what's different for me. I really take ownership within this company. I think one of the most fun things that we do at Revive is our company activities. So we've done axe throwing. We like to go out for some meals. Christmas is coming up. We're actually going to a fancy steakhouse. I think the reason we love to get together for company activities is just, getting out of the day to day. It's not fun working out in the cold and the rain, I assume. It's not my job, but it is for the technicians. And so maybe, a change of pace and getting them to come and know each other as people, not just coworkers, is just another layer to build that foundation of a great team.
And the way the company's built, I think there's a lot of room for growth. And I think that, especially being number one in Google reviews, we do a really great job on all of our homes, and we take a lot of care and a lot of passion into each job we do. And I think that's a great thing.
I've been with Revive for 3 years now. Like I said, I absolutely love my job. And that's only ever been my goal in life, is to really be happy at what I'm doing, whatever that looks like. I don't have any future plans to leave Revive. I'd love to stick with Revive as long as they'll have me. I'm going to be here one way or the other. I can't get rid of me too fast.
All right, so follow me. We're going to jump across the street and I'm going to show you where we keep our storage facility, our Christmas lights, our extra gear that we need to run a successful business. We wanted to have our office really close to our storage, and thankfully they're just a short walk away. So let's go on a little journey, and maybe we'll share some business advice along the way. So if you're just starting your business out and you're new and you don't have a lot of money, you want to look into branding your business properly. So investing in some nice uniforms is always great. Has your nice logo, says what you do on the back. These are really good ways to get going in business. Another thing you want to look at is actually wrapping your truck when you're ready. You could start with some cheaper magnets to get started, but you want to have your trucks dialed in so they look nice and professional. And the last thing you want to get, I'll show you in our storage as we go for a little tour, is the signs. You want to have signs left on the property when you're done the job so that the neighbors can see who you are and what you do. Because like I said, obscurity is the biggest killer to small business. So you want to brand uniforms, truck, and signs. Another thing I want to mention that kills small businesses is seasonality. You can see right here, we're in December. We're in Canada. It's actually pretty cold here. We got into Christmas lights to keep our business running year round. And we also do gutter cleaning this time of year so we can stay busy year round. So I used to hire, seasonal students. They'd go to university and college and then they'd come and work with us. Now we look for year-round technicians we can keep busy in our business. And so we've been able to crack the code on staying more busy through the winter. And that's helped bring cash flow in and keep our team together so we're not constantly having to rehire every single spring. So if you can fix retention in your business, seasonality is a big component of that. So this facility here, we have 24/7 access. Everything is safe and secure. You need a special code to get in. And we're able to allow our team members to come in and out of storage. When I started my business, I wanted more freedom and income, and I did not want to have my business be located at my house, have people come and buy all the time. I didn't want to live in that chaos. So these are storage units just up the street from where I live, close to our office, and we're able to keep the business detached from my personal life, which I think is a pretty important mindset to have the two functioning differently. Okay, here we are looking a little messy. So this is going to be a nice off-season project for our team, but you can see we stock a whole bunch of our Christmas lights here. Our recent order was just about $23,000 of Christmas lights. So gotta love So yeah, this is our Christmas light stock you're seeing. So we invested this year about $23,000 on our most recent order to get all our Christmas lights. I personally love The Revive blue right here looks pretty awesome, but we do all kinds of different colors and different light displays for our customers. And we have really deep dove more the leasing model for our Christmas lights. So a lot of companies, they'll sell lights to their customers and, you know, wait for them to call them back, leave the bin out on the front step. And that is one business model we've done. We prefer more the lease model, and we do a tiered discount over 3 years on an actual agreement with our customer so that they can save money in the long run. We store all of their lights and we take care of everything. So if a light goes out or a strand comes down, we're responding to go take care of that. And we've just found that offer really resonates with our customers, letting our company deal with things when stuff happens, and then they don't have to worry about anything. Yes, that service costs a little bit more, but I do believe you get what you pay for. So we've dove into the lease model the last 3-4 years in our business, and this has helped seasonality, help cash flow, and it's a service that our crew loves to do. Look who's here. Brandon's here. We got the blue here. You're on camera. Brendan is one of our rock star crew leads. Funny bumping into him here. He's been with Revive how long? 3 years?
Yeah, going on the fourth, I guess.
Going on the 4th year. Like I said, having good people is what it's about, growing a business, and Brendan helps make it happen here. Him and Conrad would be among, and Steve, like our senior leaders on our service teams. Just like that top blue bin. Yeah, done.
Perfect.
Finesse it out. Look at that. The boss occasionally gets his hands dirty.
Putting you to work.
Check that it's good though.
Honestly.
So these right here are some of the signs that we use in our business, and you got to be careful with these depending what city you're living in. You can get fines from bylaw, as we've seen, so you got to be careful with them. But leaving signs behind in a customer's property work well for building the brand in the area, and you can get signs like these made for a few dollars that really help to grow your brand. So depending where you are, be cautious with bylaw, but they've really helped us scale the business, having these signs selectively placed around the town so people know who Revive is and what we do. They're so oddly shaped. Ta-da. So we got a little fortunate where our storage is here. We actually linked up 1, 2, 3 bays all in a row, which wasn't necessarily my thinking, but we got a little lucky as one's opened up. We kept leasing them. So this is another unit that we have. I haven't looked in here in probably over a month or so. So here is some more of our Christmas light totes. So these ones are all lights that we own. Some of them have been empty and actually already installed, but the beautiful thing in our business, we have a 6-figure light stock right now currently, because like I referenced, we choose the lease model. And so my business and me as the owner, we actually own the lights. So it does add some inventory value to your balance sheet, which is great as a business owner. And we do a pretty good job organizing and keeping things stocked right here, albeit it's not a huge massive warehouse, but again, it's not at the business owner's property, and it's one we can just keep leasing more of these units as the company continues to grow. So we stack them up high, we label them all, and you know, a lot of these are out right now because we are in our Christmas light season. So we got like 2 bays like this come January when we do the takedowns. They'll be full with Christmas lights. So this is one of our stake signs, we call it, and from our supplier, they are able to get us these nicely made cutout signs that we actually leave in the property behind every single job we do. So it's in the nice shape of a light bulb, got a nice QR code to get a quote. And this looks beautiful when you've got, you know, a nice house profiled with the Revive lights on it. All the lines are nice and straight. And then we've got a nice sign in the corner of the yard. It's just a nice, tasteful way to market versus leaving a huge billboard in the customer's lawn they're usually not a fan of. And so these stake signs work phenomenal. We've got one version for our Christmas lights, and then we have another in the shape of our water drop right here on our logo. That stands for all of our washing projects. So this will cost you less than $2, and just a kind of a nice piece of guerrilla marketing that we plug into our business. All right, so follow me. I want to educate you on how important cash flow is in business. We're using jobber payments right now, and the last 3 years, we have yet to do a job that we've not taken a deposit from the customer. We charge 50% deposit. We bill the customer's credit card to get them onto our schedule. That means that me, the business owner, actually get paid half of the job before my crew shows up to the job site. So it helps create positive cash flow in the business. So don't be cheap. I think you don't want to trip over pennies on your way to making dollars, and you want to make business convenient and frictionless for your customers. So we've made the stance. We're going to accept credit cards. We're going to get away from checks and cash because we want to scale this company and we want to make it easy for our customers. So that's what we do. And we use jobber payments. All right, so you gotta make sure you're selling in person when you have a home service business. You know, this was a hypothesis I had years ago. I said, could I set up this beautiful automated business where I don't have to go and meet the customer? And while that sounds good in theory, we did it for 6 years, but our highest our ticket size ever got to was about $850, which in the cleaning space, it's not a bad ticket size. But this last year, we went all in person and we sent Katrina, our sales and service manager, out to do estimates. The results are showing in the numbers. We've moved from 850 all the way up to 1377 now with our average ticket. And so there's a lot of wisdom, I think, here in selling in person, going to meet your customers, seeing the job in person, and starting to really sell in packages versus just quoting virtually over Google Street View. So again, why settle for good when you can build something great? It costs more fuel, but it sure lends to better ticket sizes, which leads to more profitability. So we're all in person now, and I think it's the best way to grow the business. You know, I do want to say one more thing, and that's on work-life balance, which I think is a tough discussion as an entrepreneur. I've always found in my journey, the first 3 years of getting a business off the ground takes a lot of effort and a lot of sacrifice to get it going. Once you kind of pass through that and you have proof of concept in your business, that's where you got to be really, really strict on keeping a block schedule. And for me, it's generally not working on weekends, not really working on evenings, and then carving out the time that I want. So the business actually goes around my life, not my life around my business. And there's all kinds of sacrifices with that. You know, I put my phone in airplane mode when I'm not going to be working. You know, I don't believe you have to get back to a customer right away or they're going to go look for someone else. When you build the right brand, people will come to you. And I'm not saying leave customers for days and weeks. You should get back to them. But I do believe you as an entrepreneur, you've got to guard your energy and make sure that you're filled up. Otherwise, you actually can't build a successful company, and certainly not one that's sustainable. And I think that's a key reason entrepreneurs are out of shape. They have failed relationships. You know, they're extremely stressed out all the time. I'm not saying there's not tough times in business, but you've got to really watch your energy and you've got to make sure you have a life outside of business. And for me, I only built the business for my family and for a better future, but I still have time with my wife, taking my son out for walks, walking our dog, going to the park, playing golf. I live a fairly simple life because I love business and business is a sport for me, but I'm not trying to be someone different outside in my personal life than I am in business. And I'm also putting guardrails around the business because the business will always be there. And especially if you own a business, it's the top 5 regrets of dying that I wish I didn't work so hard. So work hard, there's a time and place, but there's also time to spend it with your family and do stuff that you love to do. I do think you can win in business and you can win in life. So I did want to make mention of that because I'm not the 24/7 grind, 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 go, go, go. No, you got to take a break. We're all humans and we all want to grow our business, but put some guardrails on it. You'll be better in the long term. So it's funny, I'm out here filming and actually a colleague of mine who I've never met just bumped into me with his truck. We didn't film it for privacy reasons, but go ahead and listen to my audio conversation with him. Howdy. I'm like Christmas light installer. Nice. Have I met you? Okay. Dave.
I'm friends with Damon Lowen.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah.
Good. I had him working for me the other day doing a big estate property.
Man, that's great. How's business been going?
It's my first year. It's just 0 to 100.
Man, that's awesome. Good for you.
To the power washing in the spring.
Man, yeah. Are we chatting on Instagram yet or?
No, but
Okay.
I started joining the group
Cool. The contractor club?
Yeah.
Man, that's great. Yeah, check us out there. Like, even we're making stuff for YouTube, there's like a ton of free resources. So I just keep diving into that.
Yeah. Once I can kind of get some better cash flow going, and once my first year's kind of done, I'll hopefully be able to
Yeah.
hire you for some coaching.
Man, yeah, let us know. It's not cheap, but it's like usually once you get your first 50 grand in revenue, that's usually when people are like, okay, like I want to grow. And yeah, I just want to make sure it's like a slam dunk. But usually if someone's super beginner and hasn't got their first few jobs, it's a bit like over their head usually. So we usually say like get 50K, do 50 to 100 jobs, and then you're like, okay, I have proof of concept, I want to grow. But yeah, the light business is just awesome. I love that you got your lights lit up too. That's sweet. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's Dave. What's your name?
Terrell.
Taro, right on, man. Yeah, I'll tell Damon I say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later, Taro. And what I want you to pick out here is just the beauty of being transparent and being your genuine, authentic self. When you get Dave at home or in business or coaching, there's just one version of Dave that you get. And I'm not fabricating saying this is the most beautiful, perfect business. I'm sharing the struggles along the way. But if you can be your transparent self, stop caring what others think about you, you're going to start to build a tribe of people that actually trust you. And I actually think that's why my coaching business has grown like it has, is just because we're transparent in a very kind of snaky, weird industry. If you can be transparent, you're going to stand out. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed your time today coming along on our tour here at Revive. I hope you learned a thing or two, that you're able to actually see our team and see how we operate and really see kind of my heart behind growing a home service business. And it's a business I'm so passionate about. I've now helped hundreds of home service business owners all around the world scale up their companies. So we don't work with companies until you've done at least $50,000 in revenue. But if you have a desire to get off the tools and build a business, that's really where we come in at Home Service Business Coach, where we're actually going to work with you. My team and I, we're going to build the systems for you in your own branding, and then you're going to get access to the world-class coaches here at Home Service Business Coach. So it's a recipe I've been building the last 4 years and investing thousands of hours in, so that you can not just consume this content and get information, but you can actually get transformation through your business using our systems and using our coaching and really getting in our community. We're now over 120 active members all around the world of high 6-figure and 7-figure business owners that are scaling to really build their business of their dreams. So it's not easy growing a business like you saw in this video, but for the top 2% of action takers that watch to the end of this, go ahead and hit the link here, check out Home Service Business Coach and see what we're doing, and have a chat with us if you think it'll be a good fit, because it's my heart to design the best coaching business for home service businesses looking to grow. So thanks for following with me. We'll catch you on the next episode.